Greetings, my friends! I am back from my vacation in the Dominican Republic, and I'm ready to bear down and concentrate on the big event in March. Right around the corner is baseball season. Now it's time to attack some season-long bets. That means win totals, division winners, and even a few player props. I have put together a package of bets I like for the full season. In this video, I will go through a few of those bets and offer those to you for free. The full package is available now until the season starts in my MLB Futures package. It contains 19 total bets. If you would like to get access to these bets, you can get them for just $69. See the link below in the description. I feel so good about these picks that if they don't generate a profit, you will receive money back. How can you go wrong with a guarantee? If you've been following, you know we have been on a roll in 2025. We ended the NFL season with the wildly successful lobster bets, and we have been crushing hockey as well. In the last few weeks, the bets on mjpicks.com have generated 10 weeks with a winning record out of the past 11. Amazing! You can get more details at the website mjpicks.com. Join in on the winning. Now to baseball. Spring training is well underway. All of the Major League Baseball teams are preparing for the new season, and we are too. Camps are running, and starting lineups and rotations are shaping up. We've done some modeling with the updated rosters and have analyzed the schedule. We are offering a $69 MLB package containing several picks on win totals, a few on teams to make the playoffs, and some individual props and award predictions. 19 total picks for just $69. See below for details. Now let's dive into the first free premium play. The Boston Red Sox overperformed last year against expectations. It seemed like the overwhelming prediction from last year was that Alex Cora's squad was going to be bottom feeders in the AL East. Well, they did in fact feed on the bottom teams and managed to finish well above their predicted win total at 81-81 last year. So winter hit, and all they've done over the offseason is get better. Vegas seems to think so as well. They have the win total at 86.5. Let's take a look. The Sox spent a good bit of time and money to solidify their pitching staff. It began with the acquisition of starting pitcher Garrett Crochet in December. The 25-year-old Crochet goes directly to the front of the rotation. While on a pitch count in Chicago last year, he was limited to just 146 innings, in which he threw 209 strikeouts, that amounts to 12.9 Ks per 9, well above the Major League average. And, more impressively, he put up an impressive whip of 1.07. Also, he only issued 33 walks, which equates to an elite 6.3 to 1 strikeout to walk ratio. These are amazing numbers for a young pitcher. He was a bit unhappy with the dreadful White Sox last year, so he will be freed up to perform with a better team. The line sits for him at 200.5 Ks for the year and 12 wins. I like both of these overs. However, let's keep shopping and look at the other significant additions the Red Sox made. They added World Series hero Walker Buehler and serviceable starter Patrick Sandoval to go alongside of Crochet, and returners Brian Bajo and Tanner Houck. Not to mention, they've added former White Sox starter Lucas Giolito. With that collection of arms, there are definitely some question marks, but they should be able to send out decent to solid starting pitching. In addition to finally getting closer, Liam Hendriks back from rehab and other former White Sox, they added veteran relievers Adam Ottavino and Aroldis Chapman to the back end. I think a solid A for upgrading a pitching staff that was already top 12 last year. Offensively, the headlines were about the big signing of infielder Alex Bregman. They got the big right-handed bat they were looking for in the lineup to pound the big monster with line drives. He will probably slot right into the 3-hole in front of slugger Tristan Casas and shortstop Trevor Story. While the two-time World Series champion's on-base percentage has been sliding down to an average .330, I expect it to be enough for him to plate upwards of 80 to 85 runs for Boston. His current line is at 77.5 runs scored. Not bad. Here's the kicker for Boston. New York will continue to put wins on the board, but I expect regression from the other three in the division. The Rays, Blue Jays, and Orioles stocks are down. This means more wins in the division. When I made my bet, the win total for Boston was 86.5, and I took the over. I like for the boys from Beantown to record over 86.5 wins for 2025. Now for a quick break. March also means March Madness. We will be running a contest for everyone for free. To sign up, click the link below to head to ESPN'S Bracket Challenge and join the Professor MJ community. You can sign up and fill out your bracket right after the selection Sunday. Then, once the tourney starts, the brackets will lock in. As a prize, I will put all of the users that beat my score into a drawing and pick one lucky winner and give them $100 cash. Pick your bracket and join in the fun. Next up, bet number 2. Let's talk about a franchise that has fallen to death that are downright embarrassing. That's the Colorado Rockies. Since their trip to the World Series 18 years ago in 2007, they have only accumulated 4 winning seasons. In the past 2, they've managed 59 and 61 wins. I think 2025 will be more of the same. The current line is only 59.5 wins. While that number is low, I don't think it's low enough. I am squarely on the under 59.5 wins for the Colorado Rockies. When I made the bet, I got it at plus money. Nab it while you can. There's not a lot of analysis needed for this play. Last year, they were easily the worst team in the NL with a minus 247 run differential. Simply put, their opponents put up 247 more runs than they did. The next worst team was only 204 runs down. Their average offense was able to put up over 4 runs a game, however, they had a major league worst 5.73 runs per game allowed. Their offseason was a lot of nothing. Rocky legend Charlie Blackmon retired at the end of last season, and they lost 130 plus hits from Brendan Rodgers, who signed with the Astros. Well, who did they add to the lineup? Most notable, Kyle Farmer. They picked up the utility player's 46 hits from the Twins. Sometimes on bad teams, when they lose players, you say addition by subtraction. For fans in Denver, I'm sorry to say it's subtraction by subtraction. A small glimmer of hope comes from camp, that it sounds like young right-hander Chase Dollander might make the big club for opening day. It is not that surprising when you look at the 40-man roster. There's just not a lot to be excited about.
I never heard of half of these guys.
The Rockies play in a tough division with the perennial 100-win Dodgers, the Diamondbacks 2 years off the World Series, and the competitive Padres and Giants. The Rocks were 18 and 34 against their division foes last year. Arguably, all of the 4 other teams have improved. I don't see how they duplicate that 18-win feat again in 2025. They might lose 40 games in the division this year. I would say if you add all that up, but it's the Rockies we're talking about, so it's subtract all that up and you get maybe 55 or 56 wins. Therefore, I am on under 59.5 wins for the Colorado Rockies. Okay, premium bet number 3. Let's look at a prop bet. In the MLB package I'm offering, which is just $69, there are 7 props on players and season awards. Here is one of those. I'm going to target NL Manager of the Year. While not the sexiest of the awards, this one jumped out at me. Seemingly always a bridesmaid, Craig Counsell has finished second for the award 4 times, each while managing the Milwaukee Brewers. Then last year, his replacement, Pat Murphy, steps in for the Brew Crew and wins the award overwhelmingly. While Counsell, in his first year with the Cubs, underperformed to 3rd place in the NL Central last year. The Cubs disappointed their fans last year, so GM Carter Hawkins got to work in the offseason. The Cubs had one of the busiest winters in all of baseball. They've added a ton of arms to an already decent pitching staff. The big move was letting underperforming Cody Bellinger go and replace him with up-and-coming Kyle Tucker. Not to mention adding John Bertie's bat and postseason hero Justin Turner. So your recipe here is a team that did not do as good as they should have last year, a manager in his 2nd year, so the product is not new and shiny anymore, a club that made a lot of off-season moves and is poised to take a division that arguably all of the other teams stood pat or even went backwards, and a manager who has a proven track record of getting his boys to play. There's a reason Craig Counsell is the favorite to win the award at plus 500 odds, and I'm on it. Craig Counsell to win NL Manager of the Year. There are still 16 other premium plays I really like for the season in Major League Baseball, and you can get access to them for just $69 and a guarantee. Just click the link below and crush the bookies with us. Until next time, good luck. I hope you crush your bookies.